This video is the result of 17 coffees, 4 calls to customer support centers based in the US and also not based in the US. I'll get to that. 1 Aura family plan subscription and 1 LifeLock family plan subscription. 4 visits to the dark web just to remind myself how utterly creepy that place is, and way too much time comparing LifeLock and Aura VPN side by side. I do the work so you don't have to. Look, I know LifeLock and Aura promise to provide many of the same things. Dark web monitoring, VPNs, antivirus, parental controls, credit monitoring, home title monitoring, the list goes on. But our mission at Home Security Heroes is to rip past the marketing hype and get to the actual essence of a product and ask the question, is it any good for you and your family? Will it keep you and your family safe? And in this beginner-friendly video, I will be answering exactly that and explaining which of these two services I prefer. If you are considering an investment in identity theft protection, I consider that to be a very wise decision. You should know that we do have exclusive discounts available for you watching. All you need to do is check out the links in the video description below. Let's start by digging into the features of LifeLock and Aura. Hold on, I'm gonna need another cup of coffee for this. Both products offer an extensive list of credit monitoring and privacy features, things like data broker removal services and VPNs. But only one of these services actually works when it comes to data broker removal, and that service is Aura. LifeLock just gives you this long list of places where your personal information is appearing, and then they say, hey, you can send them an email or fax them and maybe they'll remove you. It's really not that helpful. No, wait, actually, LifeLock shows you where your data is appearing on data broker websites, and then they offer to remove it for you for an additional fee. And this is a personal pet peeve of mine with LifeLock. The product is full of upsells, and it's already an expensive product to begin with, and we'll get more into pricing later on in this video. Back to the features offered by each of these companies. Both offer parental controls as well. The parental controls offered by both Aura and LifeLock allow you to do things like limit your children's internet usage to certain hours of the day, control the websites that they visit, get a general overview of their browsing history, that sort of thing. I personally have really come to appreciate parental control software. It's a much better alternative to having to physically rip a tablet out of tiny but surprisingly strong fingers. Moving on to interfaces and design. Aura's design is fine, it's not my favorite. Aura's alerts display in a social media-like feed. I get that that's trendy now, but it's personally not my preferred way to display that information. I would prefer a more streamlined way to view and deal with threats. LifeLock's design is actually better than Aura's. If you have watched our videos before, you know that I vastly prefer Aura to LifeLock, but when it comes to the UX, the user interface, I actually like LifeLock a little more. I do wish that LifeLock distinguished between alerts and notifications, because every time I log on to LifeLock, I see alerts displayed prominently and it makes my heart jump a little bit, but otherwise it's an easy to navigate, intuitive interface. Even your grandmother would be delighted with it. You know what I like even more than LifeLock's interface? That like button below this video. It's tempting, right? Just one click away. All right, now back to the coffee. No, back to the review. Sorry, I've had too much coffee making this. Account setup. LifeLock and Aura are both very easy to sign up for. You pick your plan, you input your basic information, including social security number, answer a few verification questions, set a payment, and voila, you're protected. At least in theory. Aura alerts populate right away. LifeLock alerts take a little longer. LifeLock's alerts are not the slowest to populate. I've definitely trialed slower services, but they're not nearly as fast as Aura's. Once you're logged into the dashboards, you will see that they both offer similar financial and credit monitoring tools. Aura lets you lock your Experian report with a click of a button, and both allow you to monitor all of your financial transactions in a single view. So if you have multiple credit cards, multiple banks, I think most people probably do these days, these services give you a great way to view all of your financial activity in a single view. Both LifeLock and Aura offer a payday loan lock feature, or LifeLock calls it payday loan lock, Aura calls it payday loan monitoring, but I think they're essentially the same thing. My point in describing all of this is simply to say that LifeLock and Aura come out about even when it comes to credit monitoring. They are both good credit monitoring products. Where they really differ is on the identity side. In theory, Aura and LifeLock offer very similar identity monitoring services, but the devil is in the details, and this is where the two products really diverge. Aura is simply much more accurate when it comes to tracking threats. Based on my most recent testing, Aura found 15 unique dark web alerts for me, LifeLock found 1. Now that's my experience. You might be thinking your experience is different, but I will tell you, we have a team of researchers here at Home Security Heroes. LifeLock has consistently found the fewest number of dark web alerts for everybody on our team who has tested it, almost without exception. LifeLock simply doesn't catch the things it says it's going to catch. As we move into pricing, let me remind you, discounts are available in the video description below. You can save a huge deal by going through those links, and we at Home Security Heroes certainly appreciate your support. Now, starting with Aura, you can actually get a 14-day free trial with them. Now, if you opted not to secure a discount, I don't know why you would do that, that'd be crazy, but without a discount, Aura individual plans start at $12 a month. Again, that's before any discounts are applied. LifeLock pricing is a little more convoluted and certainly more expensive. LifeLock pricing looks attractive at first glance, but, and there is a but here, these LifeLock entry-level plans are extremely bare bones. You don't get the majority of LifeLock's features at this tier. And insurance protection drops to $25,000 in stolen funds reimbursement, plus $25,000 for expenses. That stands in contrast to Aura's $1 million insurance policy, which applies regardless of which of their 3 plans you sign up for. Aura's pricing is superior, not just because it's cheaper, but because regardless of which of the 3 plans you sign up for, you are going to get the same features. You want VPN? It comes with all of Aura's packages. You want 3 bureau credit monitoring? Comes with each of Aura's 3 packages. Plus with Aura, you get customer service that you can actually reach. LifeLock is really only going to be a good fit for those of you who are already in the Norton ecosystem. You love the brand. I would really only recommend LifeLock to those of you watching who are going to get an extremely steep corporate discount, or if strong insurance and fund reimbursement are important to you, because LifeLock has actually improved this recently. At its top tier, LifeLock includes up to $3 million for each adult on the plan, and over $1 million for each child on the plan. If you don't care about dark web monitoring, if it doesn't matter to you that the threat resolution specialists are very difficult to reach, then LifeLock might be okay for you. Aura is simply going to be better for most of you watching this video because it is indeed a set it and forget it, powerful suite of privacy and security tools. Aura's privacy tools like data broker opt-outs and dark web monitoring are excellent, award-winning in fact. Their credit monitoring is extremely solid, their $5 million cap of insurance coverage on the family plan is near industry best, and their threat resolution specialists, who I've spoken with many times, are excellent. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos here at Home Security Heroes, you know I like Aura, and I think that's unlikely to change anytime soon. I will continue to test them against new entrants to the space, against incumbents like LifeLock, because all of these companies are working to improve their products. But for now, Aura remains the winner, at least for me and my family. If you want a more comprehensive Aura review, that is going to autoplay next, and I will see you in that video. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I really appreciate it. I'm Brandon, this is Home Security Heroes, and until next time, stay safe.